Hello, Stephen University listeners. Dan here, as always, with Chris.
Hello.
That was amazing. Just a big pause followed by the weirdly chirpy hello. I love it.
Because you know what it was? I was like, in my mind, this is literally what happened, but just slightly quicker. Only slightly, though. He said my name. I should probably say something. Yeah, better lean forward and say something. Oh, shit, I've not said anything. Hello.
That's amazing. And a little insight into how Chris's mind works. Just a very quick video. You guys are amazing. You've been commenting loads on the videos. I've been getting worse and worse at responding to them, partially due to a lack of a laptop, and partially just due to a lack of time. And some people suggested us doing like a Q&A type thing. So I figured let's do it, but in this form. So basically, this video is just us sort of saying we're doing it. So if you have any questions for me or Chris, you can make them as spoilery as you want if you'd like, but keep in mind if you make them spoilery, I might have to answer them in a separate end bit that's not with Chris. Oh. But if you have any questions for either myself or Chris at this stage, because the problem is we record so far ahead, you guys are asking us questions and we're not there yet. If that you're not, we're further ahead of you, so we can't respond in the next video like a lot of YouTubers would do. You know, someone might ask us how we feel about it, and I can't go next week. Oh, last week, Fred65 said we're wankers. Let's respond. We can't do that sort of stuff. So this is more of an immediate call and response. I'm saying, ask some questions, and then we can do a video next week where we read through a few.
And in response to Fred66's point, but not as badly as I was when I was a teenager.
Yeah, I was terrible as a teenager. I was an arsehole. I'm an arsehole now, but I was a lot more of an arsehole then.
Yeah. Oh no, I meant. Never mind. I took it in a different direction. Not appropriate. I meant because he.
I've just realised. Yeah.
Because he called us wankers. Anyway.
Well,
I think it's mind blowing. Because I can't. As I've referenced in potentially later episodes to What's Up Now. I got a friend that will look at comments and tell me if there's anything amusing, but I don't look because of spoilers, and they don't tell me other things because of spoilers. So when Dan said, some people want us to do a Q&A, so let's record a quick video. Well, I was like, what? Hold on. It's mind-boggling to me that anyone would be invested enough to have questions. So thank you very much. And don't, keep asking them in the comments, and if we get to them, we get to them. If not, we'll do another video. Don't stop engaging. It's difficult when one person doesn't have access to a laptop at present, and the other person can't read the comments because it will spoil the show they're making.
Yeah.
That makes it tricky. Apologies for that.
Yeah. I've been able to respond to a few through the YouTube Creator app on my phone, but it's not great. So yeah.
Yeah, and it could have been a lot worse because the situation with us not having access to the equipment we need for other podcasts has meant that we've had to stop doing them. Steven Universe, we were ahead enough. So as annoying as it is that we're not necessarily answering comments as quickly, I'm sure that's not as annoying as if we weren't releasing episodes.
Yeah, which would have been a real possibility if I hadn't edited 15, 20 episodes ahead.
Yes, so well done to Dan for that. And you got to remember, we doubled the episodes we were releasing and have managed to still, at present at least, keep releasing them. So really, really sorry. By way of apology, you're still getting content at least. Hopefully that's cool.
Yeah,
but thank you so much for interacting and having questions.
Yeah, so more for Chris, I imagine, than me, because people ask stuff on the comments all the time and I reply, so people already know how I feel about certain things. But if you've got any burning questions for Chris at this stage, you want to know how he feels about a certain character, a certain thing, ask away. And if you do have any questions for me based on spoiler stuff, I may do a bit, like I said at the end, where I answer those without Chris present, just because.
I'm open to don't be afraid to go beyond Steven Universe if you want to make shit personal.
If you want to ask Chris about his teenage years, based on the comment you made earlier, you're welcome to do so.
There is an episode of Nothing But Static where we recap Friends, in which I tell a story which will give you any answer to my
question.
teenage years and that subject.
Yeah, the episode of Nothing But Static is called The One With All the Self-Love, and if you want to find it, it's out there, and it's brilliant.
I forgot it was called that.
Yeah, so there you go.
That may be. I don't regret saying much on podcasts. I probably regret telling that story. So.
Yeah, it's a great story. Anyway, so any questions you have for Chris, or I doubt you'll have any for me, but if you do, throw them in there as well. But hopefully you've got. I'm sure there's loads of things that I haven't asked Chris about that you want to get his opinion on. So feel free to throw them out there. Do you know what episode we just watched? We just recorded Rose's Scabbard. So if anyone if anyone's being wary of what is and isn't spoilers, we are that far ahead. So you're welcome to reference stuff. I mean, don't just say what did you think of Rose's Scabbard, because of course, wait for that podcast. We're not just going to talk about an episode.
Yeah, we probably wouldn't answer how do you feel about the show now, because that would slightly spoil our podcast. So
yeah. So that's true. But ask away. That's questions for Chris or myself in the YouTube comments below this video, and then we will do a video hopefully within a week.
Oh, and a question for you guys. Can I ask them a question?
Sure.
If an omelette has potatoes in it, is it a Spanish omelette or is it a frittata?
Great question, Chris.
Yeah, I was hoping that would make Dan laugh more, and then we could explain what I was asking, and it would be funny. But Dan's silence just makes it seem weird now. But okay.
Well, no, it's because I didn't want to get into it because it's already 7 minutes this video, and it's dragging. All we wanted to say was, have you got any questions?
Okay, but now you realise that I really hope one of the questions is, why was Chris asking about the difference between
we'll explain it. We'll explain that next episode, or not next episode, on the response video to this. So yeah, questions for Chris in the comments below, and obviously like, subscribe, and all that jazz. We never really say that on these videos because I always feel that's really pandery. I'm sure there are literally children in the world who think to say goodbye you're supposed to say like and subscribe, because all they do is watch YouTube videos.
Probably is now. Yeah.
I saw a kid on a bus a few weeks ago trying to pinching a picture in a newspaper to make it bigger.
No.
Yeah. It was like a toddler, but like it was amazing to me to watch a toddler just do the pinch and drag thing to try and make
I
the
worry
picture
that reaction videos are such a big thing now that people won't, because I've never done a reaction video because I don't react like these. I don't react as in as animated a form as the people doing reaction videos do, and I just question whether in 10 years' time everyone will be reacting over the top to everything because they've been raised with reaction videos being a thing. Maybe I'm overestimating the importance of reaction videos.
Yeah, because I was convinced kids brought up on Teletubbies would refer to toast as tubby toast, and that hasn't happened. So I don't think some of these fears are unfounded, Chris. Anyway, right, we've talked enough. Thanks again for listening. Thanks for all the comments. Throw your questions below and we'll answer them in a week or so.
Thanks again.
Bye.